scoring has really come in bunches from long range.
Yeah, it seems like every time down the floor they're knocking down a triple.
Mavericks trail by 17. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Rockets. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Trevor Ariza out there with Montejunas. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, guys, Dirk Nowitzki has a game that certainly should age well. He said standing in the corner shooting a 3-ball will never be a problem. It's the preparation you have to do every summer. Once I get tired of that, it'll be over quick. You've got to put in a lot of work at this age to still perform at a high level. A pretty honest assessment, guys.
A great work ethic, Doris, and he holds himself to that standard all the time. Thanks. Now, here's Montejunas. Puts up the baby hook, and Howard with the nice bucket inside. Howard's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Houston.
Well, you look at Patrick Beverly, and I think he embodies the phrase Chicago tough. And he's relatively unknown growing up and hooping in the playgrounds of West Chicago. He's always played the game with an edge, though, and that served him well as an NBA player.
Now, here's Ariza after the miss from Darren Williams. Fades back, and Dwight Howard again. Howard's got 15 points.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Well, Beverly learned pressure defense back in high school as the lead guard in a 1-2-2 press. To prepare his team to play that way, his coach had them running stairs, running around the school nonstop for an hour every day. And Beverly still fanatical about his conditioning.
Now here's Jenkins after the miss from Darren Williams. Gets an open look and hits. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go. And so Patrick Beverly, taken in the second round in 2009. Clark, the final cut of training camp by the Miami Heat. He spent the next 5 years playing in Greece and in Russia.
You're right, Kevin. Those are physical leagues where they allow a lot of contact. His defense was how he survived. And even now, that's his bread and butter. That's how he plays. He defends.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Houston making some changes. Capela checked in for Howard. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's McDaniels in for James Harden. Houston leading by 19 points. Pass to McDaniels. To the inside. And Beverly kicks to Brewer. Pass to Montejunas. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dallas. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Williams dishes to Parsons. Nowitzki sets a screen for Parsons. No good. So Houston will take it the other way. Throws it up high. It's deflected. Williams with the steal. Now here's Parsons. D right on him. Pachulia. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Now the pass to Brewer. He feeds it to Beverly. McDaniels passes to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Brewer. Connects from three-point range. Brewer's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assist as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Capela passes to Beverly. He kicks to Brewer. Passes it to Beverly. The dish to Brewer. Right wing. Here's Montejunas. Again, the Rockets score.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Williams. And Nowitzki gets it to go down on the assist by Williams. 6 points for Dirk Nowitzki. Rockets leading by 20. Pass to McDaniels. He dishes it to Beverly. Here's Brewer. Pass to McDaniels. And there's the feed to Moniunas. Good. Moniunas has got 7 points.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Williams. Feeds to Nowitzki. Here's the three. Can't hit. And the Rockets take it the other way.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, and that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And Dallas also making a switch. Matthews, he's checked in for Pachulia. Mavericks shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. And the Mavericks call time here.
Well, you know, not everybody was happy with Dwight Howard's signing in Houston. The Rockets starting center, Amir Ashik, was not shy about expressing his displeasure. And, you know, I think that hung over the team for a while. And it wasn't until late in the season that that was kind of put to rest.
Now here's Matthews. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Clock at 6. Williams kicks to Nowitzki. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Rockets leading by 20. And early on last season, the Rockets tried starting Dwight Howard and Ashik together, but it didn't last.
Well, it worked defensively, Kevin, but on offense, there just wasn't enough floor spacing. So from that point on, Kevin McHale would only use that combination against certain matchups. But for the most part, he went with a smaller foreman. Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle was saying to the team. He thinks the use of ball screens and pick and rolls is the best formula for success against the defense they're currently looking at, and he let his guys know it. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Williams. James Harden picking up that last basket. Williams dishes to Matthews. And a miss there on the triple.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Watson the pass to Harden. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
I'll tell you what, the refs will give you a lot more leeway on that than they used to.
Williams attacking. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
And here's Parsons following Ty Lawson's 3. And Parsons kicks to Nowitzki. Dallas, no good that time either.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Howard, good.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. It's stolen by Jones. And here we go, Lawson heading to the hoop. And he finished it off with the lay-in. Lawson's got 10 points in the game.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
3 from Matthews. It's rebounded by Houston.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Well, James Harden is a pure scorer, but for him to get this Rockets team where they hope to go, I think he has to lead in more ways than just offensively. He really needs to set the example with his defense, his effort, and his unselfishness as well.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Parsons. Anderson comes in for John Jenkins. And Barea subbed in for Williams. Here is Barea. Over to the wing. Nowitzki dishes to Barea. Matthews into the lane. The kick out to Anderson. Looking to end the run. And he gets it to go. Anderson's got his first points of the game.
Now you threaten the defense inside and then find the open man on the outside. Good offense.
And Harden is a great passer. But last season, at times, it seemed like he settled into being a ball stopper. So talented, so gifted offensively. He's an excellent offensive player when he's isolated. But this team has so much offensive talent. I think they're best served to keep that ball hopping. And that goes for any team, but clearly a team that has the weapons that Houston does.
Here is Barea. Anderson outside. Kicks to Matthews. 6 to shoot. They get a hand on it. Here's Lawson. Offensive rebound. Here's Ariza. Gets the 14-footer to fall. The Mavericks shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. And you think of the superstar two guards who have won titles over the years, whether it's Kobe Bryant in Los Angeles or Dwayne Wade in Miami, Steve, they've all gotten after it defensively.
Yeah, and I think that's where Harden has to take the next step, in my opinion. When he's locked in, he's great. You know, he's got the long wingspan, he's got the strength. It's just about having that focus and that energy, that intensity that you need at the defensive end.
And here's Barea. James Harden getting it to go from deep. And there's the rejection.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Kicks it out to Jones. There's 1:47 left in the first half. Matthews into the lane. It's rebounded by Houston. Jones has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
The tough shots aren't going down for him right now, but neither are the easy ones. I mean, he's got to find the rhythm somehow.
Dishes to Anderson. The pass to Barea. Dallas moving it around. From 11 feet away, the shot misses. And Houston the other way now. 1:12 left in the second quarter. Harden the pass to Howard. To the middle. Barea with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Now Barea. Here's Nowitzki. Nowitzki can't get that one to fall. Harden gets to Ariza. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. There's the bucket. Good.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Gustavo Ayan is checked in for Dallas. Harris comes in for Wesley Matthews. The Rockets shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Well, last season they only hit 71% of their free throws, so this is a continuing problem, guys.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
Here is Barea. He feeds it to Villanueva. Fades away. The Rockets pull it in. Howard's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's the lob to the hoop, and then Jones with the jam.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish even.
And here's Barea. Shot to stop the drought. No good on the layup.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Rockets ahead, opening up a huge gap. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Dwight, you were a big part of what was a nice team effort tonight. What was your mental approach in tonight's game?
Just attack, make the defense help. And if they help, make the right pass. If they don't help, try to score.
Dwight, thank you so much. Kevin just taking what the defense gives him.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.